Hello guys, it's me, Stefan from the Hypomanic Entrepreneur again, and today I want to show you all a bit something I've learned in Power Apps, something really exciting and interesting, which I think has a lot of interesting application for content creation, for marketing, and generally making it much easier to customize your own prompts with dynamic values and then reuse the same prompts in a much easier way um, than in regular uh, than just continuing with the same chat. You apply the same prompt with just a different value every time, and that's what allows you to basically reuse the same ones again and again without um, with making it easier to customize and tweak your prompts when it doesn't give you the results that you want. So here, what you see in front of you here is one example of something I've set up quite recently. So you can see here that it creates a post based on a topic, and you basically click create posts. So here, right now it's set on LinkedIn. So basically, when I click on LinkedIn, it kind of sets the context, a context variable LinkedIn. So then 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 this button is affected. So it selects basically its own prompt that is customized for LinkedIn content, and it basically just has its own custom prompt, which is pre-configured with certain configuration that these are the criteria that the LinkedIn post has to follow, and it should be about this topic. So here I've posted about reasons for replacing VBA with Python as a tool for automating processes of data in Excel file. Quite long, but it has to include all the context necessary for me to kind of bring the point along. So here is the output that it gave, and this is something I've translated to Norwegian and scheduled for and tweaked a little bit to my preferences, and uh, so that will be. I've scheduled it to be published on Friday, I think. Now based on this technique, I've scheduled LinkedIn post for 3 days ahead. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So have for the rest of the week, basically. So that's pretty cool, something that this allows me to do. So here's another thing that it allows me to do, uh, because the context is based on of this is based on which button I select. I can click on YouTube, so that now the context is changed. So when I click this again, it changes the type of prompt. So now it gives me a title, it gives me a description, and it gives me the tags. So this is kind of configured that it should aim to be SEO optimized for YouTube. It should be like this and this. And then another is Twitter. And it's not all of these that are like the most optimized, something that I would actually post on my own Twitter account, for instance. But it shows a proof of concepts, and then you can basically configure your own prompts so that it works for you. So I'm going to show you a bit behind the scenes how this works. In order for this to work, you need a business account for or a work or school account for Microsoft Office, and both have access to Power Apps and Microsoft Dataverse. And so then when you have that, you can go into Power Apps, you can go into AI Builder here under AI prompts, and here is where you kind of start. You go into here, AI Builder, you click create text with GPT using a prompt, and then here you actually configure the prompt. So this is the prompt I'm actually selecting when I'm clicking YouTube, for instance. I'm choosing this, and this is the configuration, all the criteria, and here is the dynamic value. And based on what I write in the dynamic value, it takes the dynamic value in here, and then it runs this prompt, and then it spits it out here when I'm clicking that out again here. Um, so yeah, that's basically how it works, and then it's the same for these two others for LinkedIn and Twitter, and yeah. just to show you a bit how it works here, the formula here I've set the um, here is basically the user interface for configuring the posts. So here is response.txt, basically where the post is generating. LinkedIn here the update the on select action formula is set to update context platform um, colon LinkedIn. So basically here we set the variable platform to LinkedIn, and similarly here we set the variable platform to the individual features. And when we have those, which kind of set these variables, then we can set set another variable based on what the platform uh, variable is. So here we can use a switch statement so that we look at the variable platform. We see, okay, if it's LinkedIn, then we take this AI custom AI prompt, predict, and then take this the value here, text input one dot text, take text out there, and do the same for these other alternatives, and then set the response based on that, and then we can click here for this label field and just click response.text, and then we get that out. And similar here, we just print out the platform. So when we run that, we click LinkedIn, that comes in there, and we just write in a topic automation, and then um, boom, just like that. It's really, really awesome. What's possible to do here in Power Apps with this AI integration, and and this I think this is just the beginning as well of what's actually possible to do with AI integration in Power Apps in the Microsoft infrastructure. And I've just started to learn more about this, and really excited to see more of what's really possible here. And this is such an amazing time saver, a major productivity boost when it comes to marketing, content creation, and everything. So if you want to check this out, make sure to experiment based on the lessons here. And if you have come into any problems, be sure to reach out with what error message you get or what kind of errors you run into, and I'll try to help you the best I can. And yeah, but again, this is absolutely incredible what's possible with this feature, and with this setup. Basically it's just incredible. So so yeah, hopefully this video has been helpful. Let me know in the comments what you all think. I hope you all have had a great week so far, and I will see you all tomorrow.